Hi, recently Germany was updated, and now when enough time has passed and a lot of tests were done, I finally made this video. Here I'll show how to min-max historical build. And without further ado, let's get straight into setup. Let's start with overview in German national spirits. Germany has one that basically gives nothing, these three which give some small buffs and debuffs to army, navy and air force. And the most important one is Mepha build. It gives some construction bonuses, but most importantly it increases consumer goods factor. And this number will grow every month. We can decrease it with some decisions that will unlock in focuses and by stealing gold resources of occupied countries. But we can completely get rid of it by achieving autarky, that we will do in 1940, without conquering Soviet Union or allies. First focus we take is Rhineland remilitarization. In research we take mechanical engineering, basic machine tools and construction 1. First research slot we leave free for juggling. In construction we first build naval experimental facility in Hanover, infrastructure in Hessen and Westphalen and then Civ there. We build in these two regions because there is a dam modifier, which gives some cool bonuses to these regions. With new DLC, Germany now has a land experimental facility, and from the beginning we can research one of these two special projects, Flamepanzer or military engineering vehicle. I prefer second one because we can put it in production right after it's researched. So we assign this tank scientist and start researching. Production I organize like this: 5 mills on Panzer, 6 on CAS, 2 on ATR and rest like this. All starting ships except for this one, which is almost built, I delete and start producing convoys. And important, don't forget to change MIO in production of tanks on Daimler-Benz. Now let's organize our starting 30 divisions. These 7 we will send to Spain, these 5 will go to Japan, and the rest we will leave for now. We create spy agency, and also you should put on sale some convoys and trains, that will boost our industry pretty significantly. All our fleet I merge into one task force and put it on training, that will bring us some naval XP. When 30 days are saved, I swap mechanical engineering on range improvement and select mechanical engineering in research slot with saved 30 days. When spy agency is formed, I select for department as upgrade and then I'll make radio interception, suicide pills, invisible ink and blueprint stealing. We need 5 upgrades in agency to get 1 extra operative. When remilitarize the island focus is complete, we next select Führership. Using army XP we've got from focus, we create new template with 1 cavalry in it. It will be our new garrison template. And also it will allow us to quickly deploy new divisions. After we created the new template, we go into occupied territories and change occupation law on harsh quotas and garrison on cavalry. Then we swap this 18 division into 1 cavalry template. Our first 150 political power we spend on Chief of Arbor Advisor. Now we can hire a new agent, and because we are going to steal blueprints, we select this one with a safe trade. Focus is complete and now we can choose our first Führer. I prefer Hess because he gives political power and a bit later research speed bonuses. After Hess we take reorganize Wehrmacht to get enough war support for war economy. Now we can hire our second agent, and because we don't have one with a safe trade, we take this one with seducer. When we get this even from Austria, we can waste 50 political power and slightly decrease Anschluss requirements, but we need that political power, so I select second option. When 30 days on research slot from mechanical engineering are saved, I make the same manipulation and put them on basic machine tools. When reorganize the Wehrmacht focus is complete, I take war economy and as next focus I select expanding the Luftwaffe. I get some army XP from special project research, so I can make light tank design. This one has high soft attack, decent breakthrough, and basically this is best light tank design you can possibly make. We now have enough intel to infiltrate civilian administration, so we do that, and that will later allow us to steal their blueprints. After expanding the Luftwaffe, we go to dive bomber focus to get a research bonus for planes. Our naval experimental facility is built and we can now choose scientist. This bottom one is best because we are going to research cruiser submarine. Using air XP we got from focus, I create cast templates. This one has high ground attack with decent range. And again, when we saved another 30 days on research slot, we juggle to get concentrated industry 1 earlier. Our next 150 PP was spent on free trade, that gives us a huge research speed and construction bonuses. When we get our third agent, we select one with safecracker trade and start building network in England. When Spanish Civil War starts, we send 7 divisions and air volunteers there. Special project is completed and now we can start producing military engineering vehicle. But first we click show outdated equipment and put in production cheaper version of vehicle. When our volunteers are in Spain, we assign generals to them and start farming panzer leader and hill fighter traits. After dive bomber focus is complete, we next take bribe the officers. After bribe the officers, we can now choose our second Führer, and I choose Todd because he gives cool bonuses for construction. Now with 3 agents we can start stealing industrial blueprints from UK. Next 85 PP I spent on air reformer advisor. After Todd we can finally take 4-year plan because we saved this research bonus on third concentrated industry. In October 1936 we can start researching improved small airframe. When first general get all traits we need, we swap them. With 50 air XP we can now choose Spirit of Air Force and get a small airframe earlier. When concentrated industry 1 is researched, we start researching second one, right before Autarky focus is complete. And after Autarky we take race after 1 focus. Next 85 PP we spend on Chief of Army to gain more XP. After Rake's Autobahn we take KDF wagon to get more thieves. When we get first naval breakthrough we start researching cruiser submarine. After KDF wagon focus we take build the dam. And using 35 army XP we take Spirit for making free tank templates. We've stolen radio technology from British and start preparing for new blueprint stealing. Because has completed his focus, we can now develop German regions, starting with Western Germany because we build there now. With 20 army experience, we can now create template for our future tanks. We will convert our volunteers to that, and before war we will convert them back to tanks, without losing their experience. After Rudam we can now choose our last Reichsleiter. I prefer Goebbels because he will give us 100 stability in war. Somewhere in spring you should convert these 120 divisions into basic infantry, otherwise you won't be able to take Anschluss. And after Goebbels we can finally get 5 research slots. When we get 4 agents, I select Seducer and put him on Quiet Network in England. Our next 75 political power we can spend on organization Todd Concert. And when concentrated industry is finished, we research next one. Next focus we take after research slot is autonomy in Kriegsschulen for more army XP gain. When we get land breakthrough we start researching Flamepanzer. When war in China starts we send air volunteers to Japanese. After autonomy in Kriegsschulen we take Autarky efforts focus. Our next free political power we should spend on naval advisor. Basically this event asks which race leader should complete third focus. Best bonuses here has Todd and Göring. Göring gives you some production bonuses, for instance 5% efficiency cap. But Todd gives you 15% military factory construction speed and extra construction slot in every state. In my opinion this is much better, so we choose Todd. After Autarky efforts is complete, next focus we take is Institute Price Control. When you have enough political power, you can send attaché to Japan to get more XP. After we send air volunteers to Japan, we can sell old aircraft and tanks. After price control we start Anschluss, and in decisions we can now decrease consumer goods factor from MEFO bills. After cruiser submarine is researched, we make submarine template and start producing it. When we start building thieves in Thüringen and Brandenburg, we developed Central Germany. After we started Anschluss, we can now send volunteers to Japan and start farming generals there. Anschluss is done and we've got new mills. Let's add some to support equipment and anti-air production. And also we can press last price control decisions. It's time to change infantry division design to 14 widths with anti-air and create duplicate with anti-tank support company. You should also save 30 days in research to get fighter earlier. In event with Yugoslavian airplanes, I sell them tactical bombers. Using our anti-tank division template, I created Mountaineers. In the beginning of 1938 you should start researching machine guns for our fighter. After demanding Sudetenland, we take first Vienna Award focus. When Vienna Award is done, we take Fate of Czechoslovakia. In March 1938 I start researching medium tanks chassis. After Concentrated Industries 3 is researched, you instantly start researching next one. In April 1938 I start building mills. But important, leave one slot empty in every region with high infrastructure, we will need that for our refineries. In Fate of Czechoslovakia event we choose first variant, where we create Slovakia as puppet, because it gives us compliance in Czechia. And the next focus we take is from Jagdwaffe. We've stolen radar technology from British, that's not bad, so we will continue stealing blueprints. After Jagdwaffe, next focus we take is expanded Truppenschulen to get land doctrine cost reduction. July 38 and we researched fighter. We've got this template for free from Expand the Jagdwaffen focus, and we don't have to research third engine and armor plates because of it. I just add heavy machine guns to this template and put it in production. We're gonna need 80 mils on fighter, and you can take some from light tank, we don't need that much on it. After Truppenschulen we next take Accelerate the Rearmament program for military factory construction speed bonus. Now when we have 15% cost reduction to doctrine, we can start researching it. Medium tank chassis is researched, so we can make a medium flame panzer. I prefer template like this with fuel drums, because flame panzer doesn't give you much stats anyways. After rearmament program we take establish production targets for production efficiency base and growth bonuses to our new mills. After establishing production targets we are demanding Memel. When improved anti-tank is researched, we can make a new custom plate with high ground attack and decent range. After demanding Memel, next focus we take gives us 4 military factories. After that we start taking army focuses. It's time to choose trades for our generals, and I wanna make von Kleist army advisor, so I choose a combined arms expert in trades and then the same in officer corporals. I'll make him mechanized advisor. Fyodor von Bock will be our field marshal, so I choose logistic wizard, thorough planner and offensive doctrine trades for him. Air XP is close to 500, so it's time to choose air doctrine. Third one is best for fighter, so I choose it, but in single player you should use a second one, because you'll win AI in air anyways. After develop maneuver warfare we take adopt panzer doctrine to get Rommel as new army advisor. After that we take next focus to get army attack advisor. Now we can select military high command, and here we take Rommel and Kleist. After completing 3 army focuses we get back to economics and next take coal liquefaction. And with doctrine bonus from last focus we can research doctrine to the end. After coal liquefaction is complete, next we take Bunawerke. When you get another one naval breakthrough you start researching unequipped tiles. After Bunawerke is complete, it's June and now it's time to take Danzig or war. With 400 naval experience it's now time to research naval doctrine, and because we are gonna use submarines I research second one. When you get 6 agents you can change Chief of Hardware on Reichsminister of Labor for more production bonuses. When Messerschmitt MIO is level 6 you can select policy. Best one here is modular assembly. Then we apply all bonuses from MAO to fighter and start converting all variants to it. But important, if you wanna convert fighter, all your cast must be deployed. With free army experience we can research some Mountaineer doctrine. War is gonna start in few days, so it's time to create a tank template. We select our templates for conversion, which gained XP in Spain and Japan, and make a 32 width template with 9 light tanks and 7 motor infantry. But because I lack army experience that I shouldn't have spent on Mountaineer doctrine, I can't add all needed support companies, so I'll stay with assault engineers and flame panzers, but then I'll add light tank recon and anti-air. Focus is complete and Poland rejected the ultimatum, so let's take a look at what we have on September 1st, 1938. Our army has 120 basic infantry divisions, 24 anti-tank infantry divisions, and 10 Mountaineer divisions, 12 experienced tank divisions. In Air Force we have 2000 modern fighters and 1000 cars. In production we have almost 100 military factories on aviation and high production efficiency on all equipment. All our storages are green, except for tanks, but we will have enough of them in like a month, so we are ready for war. And finally, let's take a look on our industry, and we have 113 thieves and 132 mills. That's actually my best result. In most of my tests, by this date I had 130 mills. So let's declare war and break through using tanks to Poland's largest cities. In this event, Future of German Rearmament program, we choose first variant and get the economy of conquest. When France and Germany declared war on us, we take a total mobilization economy law and then extensive conscription. Also, we should now start justifying war goal on Yugoslavia to capitulate it before going into France. When Poland capitulates, we take Operation Wesenburg focus and seize Polish gold reserves to decrease our consumer goods factories. And now when war started and we can't buy rubber anymore, I started building refineries in all regions with 100% infrastructure. After Operation Wesenburg is complete, we next take focus around the Benelux and declare war on Denmark and Norway. And because I lack naval superiority in the southern region, I can't invade Norway, so I put there additional submarines and some cast to bomb this region. Denmark surrenders, and in this event we choose first variant. We will protect them, and Denmark will become our puppet. Invasion of Norway started, so I put some cast to help naval invasion. Justification on Yugoslavia is complete, so I declare war and start blitzkrieg through their main cities. Unfortunately, Croatia rised up against Yugoslavia, but I don't need them, so I'll justify war goal on them too. It's time to start researching a second medium tank chassis, because I want to start producing them on a better chassis. After around the Benelux focus is complete, we next take loyalty to Führer. And we declare war on Luxembourg and Belgium, but the Netherlands will conquer later because we need rubber from them. Belgium surrendered very quickly, so I slightly reorganize my front line and continue blitzkrieg in France. Croatia capitulated from Yugoslavia, so I even didn't have to invade them, and we can continue our conquest of Yugoslavia. In Triumph in France event we select second variant, because we want all France industry. Finally, France has capitulated, and they surrendered in just 2 weeks, that actually was pretty fast. Next has capitulated Romania, and we change occupation law in Mountaineer on forced labor, because we need more oil, and then build infrastructure there. We need that to later achieve autarky. Next we justify our goal on Greece to conquer it after Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia has capitulated and I can prepare to invade Greece, but it's important to attack from your territory, otherwise Greece will be occupied by Italy. After loyalty to Führer, you next take demands to Sweden, but you should improve relation with them to increase your chances of accepting this offer. Justification on Greece is complete and I can declare war on them, and as always I send my tanks to the remaining cities. All our agents completed their operations and I can send them to Soviet Union. We need to make a 3 collaboration government in Soviet Union, otherwise it won't capitulate unless we take Sverdlovsk and Vladivostok. Sweden accepted our deal and next we should take focuses that will unlock us achieving autarky. And after Greece has capitulated, I send some tanks and infantry into Africa and start justifying our goal on Iraq. It's March 1940 and I've built enough refineries, so it's time to conquer Netherlands. I've researched improved radio and can start researching advanced radio using research bonus that I've got from stealing blueprints. An equic tile special project is complete and I start producing new submarines using it. I easily won battle for Northern Africa using my tanks and aviation and now can declare war on Iraq. But before doing so, you should ask for control of states that borders Iraq, because you need to occupy Iraq yourself. After Iraq has capitulated, you must change occupation law on forced labor in regions with oil and build the maximum level of infrastructure there, because you need that oil to achieve autarky. And while infrastructure is being built, you can take Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Improved medium tank chassis is researched and I can make medium tank design. Because I yet don't have high velocity cannon, I use second medium. You put there 2 secondary turrets, 3-man turret, best radio and module for reliability, 9 level armor, engine and suspension for speed, and change tank type on tank destroyer, that will increase hard attack. This is best tank design for multiplayer. But in single player you should use completely different design. You don't need that much hard attack in single player. In single player you don't need to rush anti-tank, instead you should research artillery and get this research with improved medium howitzer. Medium tank design for single player should look like this, with no armor, with medium howitzer, with machine guns instead of secondary turrets, and it will have high soft attack, high breakthrough, and will cost less than design for multiplayer. When you have decent amount of submarines you can start sinking British convoys. I have 100% Intel network in Soviet Union, so I made it quiet. Because AI on Hungary won't join Axis, I'll justify war goal on him. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact is complete and now I can achieve autarky, and I didn't have to capitulate Soviet Union or allies for this. War goal justification on Hungary is complete, so I declare war on them, and they've capitulated in just 4 days. Tsardom of Bulgaria asked for control over Macedonia and other regions. That's not a bad proposal, we get a lot of political power basically for free, and we'll free a lot of manpower and infantry equipment from garrisons. We've achieved autarky and now don't get penalties from MEFA bills to our consumer goods factories. And as next focus we can take something for production bonuses, and with new thieves we can now build military factories in Eastern Germany. Our agents basically do nothing, so we can infiltrate Soviet army to then get bonuses from Intel advantage. From the central planning focus is complete, and next we can take armament rationalization for even more production bonuses. Second high velocity cannon is researched, so I can change tank destroyer template, and with it now has almost 71 hard attack. I've pressed decision for expanding special forces specialization and now can research paratroopers doctrine. I have a lack of manpower, so it's time to take 10% conscription law. Yes, it gives some small debuffs to production and construction, but compared to other buffs that doesn't really matter, while I'll get 2 times more manpower. Armament rationalization focus is complete, and next we can take focus with military factory construction speed bonus. After create the Dunkstab focus we can next take this one, which gives us additional branch of specialization. After Volksjagen focus is complete, we next can take Skijagen focus for more special forces capacity. With third branch of specialization we can now take Marine Doctrine. Germany is probably the only country in the game that can have 3 special forces doctrines simultaneously. After established Skiyage focus we now have to take Anti-Comintern Pact focus and then go to war with the USSR. War with Russia soon starts, so it's time to change tank design. It should have 9 tank destroyer battalions and 7 mechanized battalions, but I don't have enough XP, so I will add 2 mechanized battalions a bit later. War with Soviet Union focus is complete, and so let's look at what we have by Barbarossa. Starting with industry, we have 250 thieves and 400 mills. Our army has 96 Mountaineer divisions and 24 divisions for Eastern Front, 60 infantry divisions for Atlantic Wall, 32 medium tank divisions and another 16 light tank divisions. Our navy has over 100 submarines. Our air force has 15,000 fighters and 2.5 CAS, but if you play in single player you should just produce more CAS, you don't need that many fighters. Our stockpiles are green except for infantry equipment, but there will be enough of it in just 2 weeks, and we even have 3,000 medium tanks in stockpiles. But let's also look at our final templates. This is my basic infantry division. This is my medium tank division template, this is my Mountaineer division template, and this is light tank division template. I already made 2 collaboration governments in Soviet Union and third one will be made in November. So let's declare war on Soviet Union and look at stats of the divisions. I attacked some Soviet infantry with my medium tank, and they have 6,000 hard attack each. That's really huge, and it is achieved by stacking many bonuses. First is fully researched doctrine, then army advisors, then experience of the divisions, then generals. Von Kleist has 11 level of attack, as well as panzer leader, then air support, then intel advantage, and planning. If you stack it all, you can get such stats. But our Mountaineers are also good, they have 400 soft attack, and under aviation you can basically win AI with autoplan. I won't show how to capitulate Soviet Union, you will be easily able to do it on your own.